visitors on this right, or rather the home side on this right flank. It will be Damian Suarez who comes across to take it. 15-16, the season, of course, that he was in charge at Alaves. Went a year early there, won promotion the following season with Getafe, did Jose Bordalas, of course, and then had a miraculous term last time out as the club finished 8th in La Liga Santander. Bruno advising Antunes that he needs to be further away. Down the line it goes, in between both Angel and Mata there. Adjusting the footing on that occasion. Nemanja Maksimovic, he had an opportunity in the game against Eibar to make a very big impact here at the Coliseum. Shot was saved, but a very useful signing from Valencia for the campaign. Antunes throws it into the feet of the Serbia international. The fullback returns it. Mata looks to help it on, goes down. The referee has a look across, says no foul. And it's back with Masip. Another player who impressed on match day 2, Jordi Masip against Barca. Controlled on this near side, Nacho decides to turn it back. Valladolid looking to have some time on the ball to just try and get themselves into their rhythm. Ruben Alcaraz dropping deep. Ball reversed back and Alcaraz will ask for it once again. 5 players, 6 players in actual fact in the Getafe half wearing the mauve and white. The pass forward didn't find any one of them. Looks like Getafe in these early stages are looking to play down their left. Ivan Alejo, who spent quite a lot of the time having his legs clipped and falling to the floor in the last home game. The first foul of the evening on him. Now Damian Suarez gets the luck of the deflection into Angel. Bruno across to the far side for Antunes. Up the line for Alejo once again. Alejo just trying to trick his way down the line. Valladolid come away with it. Heavy touch there though from Manuel. So La Pucella will have themselves the throw. Friday night seems to bring Getafe some luck. This is their 6th game on a Friday night since the start of last season, and the 5 played so far, including the one last week. They've won 3 and drawn 2 of them. And of course, Real Valladolid also starting the season on a Friday evening. That game against Girona was the opening game of the campaign. Anker with the flick back. Portillo out wide to Damian Suarez. Mata pulling himself wide to try and create space, and then the ball played through and wasn't able to fool the Valladolid defence, but Sonkia impressed by the defending out there so far. Genet into the feet of Bruno. Antunes once again. Finding Alejo is a principal part of the opening few minutes of Getafe's tactics. Now Alejo will try and switch it, doesn't get the lift or indeed the accuracy that he may have required to get that onto this near side. Here come Valladolid. Enes Unal rolled it to feet. No control though, and now Tony Villa, who, another player who stood out against Barca last weekend. All the way back with Masip. Thumped up and over the halfway line. Too high for Unal though. And gives David Soria a touch of the ball. 6.5, 7 minutes into this game. Here's Genet. Adam Barry now looking to supply the ball forward, does so. It's cleared away by Nacho. by a colour player, of course, Nacho. Mata wins Damian Suarez another throw-in. Foul by Bruno, just as Getafe were building up ahead of steam, gives Valladolid a chance to just take a breather. And it's Ronaldo, good defensive work, dropping back. Getafe fans really trying to make and create an atmosphere here. Got to say they are succeeding. Microphone's picking it all up very nicely. There's Oscar Plano. The ball under control, back into the feet of Alcaraz. Plano once more. Wants someone ahead of him to play it to. Instead, Anwar dropped back in between the two Getafe strikers. Here he is on the ball, the number 23. Out wide to the number 22, Nacho. Nacho looking for the pass infield, cut out by Getafe. Valladolid have it back. No, they've lost the possession almost quickly as they gained it, and a nudge there by Anwar on Portillo. Ensures that movement across into the opposition half doesn't register anything. Good play from Alejo. Here's Janet. Damian. Getafe certainly started the stronger, but it is the game plan, just like it was at Girona, to try and hold the home team early on by Valladolid. And then perhaps try and push up another player, Ibi, who was injured on the bench tonight. Could be set for his first game, and Duje Chop as well, who also will be making his Valladolid debut, returning to La Liga Santander once again. Available up top for Sergio. And this one now will give chase. Soria forced into clearing the ball away. Just over beyond the view of Bordas are the Valladolid fans, also making themselves heard. There's the throw. Keko gets the touch, puts it into the centre. Gené has to thump it away to that far side. And header by Alejo. No foul, despite his appeals to the linesman. Going into the game slowly but surely as Keko tried to go round, and Tunis in the end fouls the fullback. Whether Jorge Molina considers this to be his last season, that man there has been brought in to offer the same type of attacking options. Mata just unable to get the touch, but since Getafe boss José Bordalas took over, the partnership up front of Angel and Jorge Molina have scored 50% of Getafe's goals in the Spanish top flight. Quite some record, and if you're Jorge Molina sitting on the bench, you're wondering how, when you come off the bench last week, you're back there again unless there's some kind of agreement. He knows he can't necessarily play full games, doesn't have the fitness levels anymore. We'll see, 36 years of age now, of course, Jorge Molina. ball was moving as that free kick was taken. So it'll be as you were from Valladolid. Looking for the run. Keko was moving. Not required. Macho will make the run, but not by Alejo. He's got the knockdown there. It's an arm used by Alejo. He looks somewhat stunned. Maybe thought it was accidental. The arms were high, so the tactic worked from Valladolid. Try and find Nacho. Alejo wasn't really covering well. Soria issuing instructions as the free kick is lined up halfway inside the Getafe half. Maybe Ruben Alcaraz will take it. Right into the centre of the goal. Alejo gave away the free kick. He's the one who gets his head to it. Arambari across to the far side. Clearance up the line. It's not a bad touch from forward to Jaime Mata. And now Getafe can try and break. They've got players forward, but look at Valladolid dropping back in numbers. Here's Angel into the area, right across the far post, but it's cleared away. See what he was trying to do, cause some concern to La Pucella. Now Damian Suarez has an opportunity and puts far too much on that. Angel will give chase, won't keep it in, however. Angel, a player who has been rumoured to be the subject of a bid from Girona. Of course, tonight is the last night of the transfer window. They're playing 3 games on it, so it'll be whether anybody who plays ends up moving. Will be very interesting to see. And it'll just be the odd loan deal done here and there in the last few hours of summer activity. And knocked over. Bruno taking one for the team there, preventing Valladolid from moving forward. And here's a yellow card at the end of that. It might be for Portillo, whatever he said. Maybe not. Maybe it is for Bruno, and Portillo was just complaining. We'll get confirmation of who that card was actually aimed at in the end. Right, it is for Portillo for putting the foot up there quite clearly. See that with the naked eye, looking down at the monitor. So the free kick to the away side as Portillo digests that booking from Mr. Cordero Vega. High ball out to the left wing here, looking for Tony Villa. Overhit. Got to say though, having withheld Getafe's advance to the first 10 minutes or so, Valladolid just looking slightly more confident at this stage of the game, and got to say, stray pass like that, commentators curse, having said what a good signing Maximovic is just a few minutes ago. Really stray ball from him. So it will be Javi Moyano, the visitors' captain, looking for Unal. And a change of flanks, but I mean, read that ever so well, cut it out. He does play it forward, looking for the head of Jaime Mata. Now Maximovic can win it back, does well. Brought down by Portillo. Tackled by the backtracking Keko, and it will be a throw to Getafe once again. Sergi Guardiola and Jorge Molina on the bench to complete the 4-man strike team that the home team coach has at his disposal. Shibasaki and Matin Dia also available. Shibasaki is an attacking midfielder, and Dia can play almost anywhere across the front line. Does like to play down the sides. The ball ricochets back off the shins of Unal. Thumped pass forward sends Keko scurrying upfield, but Antunes clears it. Keko wins it back though. And now manages to get round the back of the fullback, tries to get the crossover, and it spins up and into the arms of Soria. Keko, of course, who joined Real Valladolid from Malaga. only on a season-long loan. Maybe Malaga waiting to see whether they will come back up, of course. The only player that they actually signed for a fee is Ruben Alcaraz, €1 million from Girona. Of course, he was loaned out to Almeria last term. DJ Chop, there was a fee for his loan from Standard Liège, while Joel Rodriguez and Ibi also arrived on loan. Leonardo Suarez, Daniel Verdi, who we may well hear more about this season, and in Sunao. So plenty of loan deals done by Sergio just to get a feel for the first division. Often the case when teams are promoted, and once they know they've got a second term to look forward to, they can start to bring in players on first division wages. A nasty collision there though. Mr. Cordero just standing over Alcaraz and checking he's okay. Let's have a look at here. Oh, I've got to say, quite clearly up from Arambari, catching him with the elbow. Alcaraz being advised by his boss where perhaps it should go. Spread along the edge of the penalty area, the Valladolid players over to the far post, and Soria comes, and Soria claims well. Pulling back Donny Villa. There will be captain Javi Moyano who will take it. It's the right boot through it outside of the area. Jané gets the touch but doesn't get much of a clearance. Alejo eased off the ball. And the throw will be left for Nacho. Also Ignacio Martinez.